You know what I always say about salads? Dress to impress. What's up guys, it's Kat and Dev from Two Market Girls. Welcome back to another vegan recipe. Actually, not just one. Five vegan recipes.
Yeah, this video is a sponsored video. I'm so happy with one of my favorite companies ever. I've been an admirer of theirs for years.
Yes, from afar.
Yeah.
And now...
now very close.
Dreams are coming true.
Yeah.
Today.
We partnered up with BENTO, which is basically like a lunchbox company. Mm-hmm. They do like different kind of lunch containers, so thermoses, bento boxes, things like that. We partnered up with them to create 5 autumn-inspired bento box style lunches. Mm-hmm. And guys, there's so many good foods here.
It's a fun time.
It is a fun time. So BENTO, was so generous to send us so many of their awesome products to use. So we're using 2 of their MB originals, which is probably the ones you've seen most. They're the skinny, long, rectangle ones. So they sent us 2 of those, so we're using 2 of those for this. They also sent us the MB square, which is the exact same kind of structure, just a square one, so better for sandwiches and things like that. And then they sent us two products that I actually didn't know they made, and it's really cool. So there's a thermos, which I haven't used a thermos since in 10 years or something like that. But it's a really cool thermos. It fits so much food. Mm-hmm. And then they also sent us this really cool double-walled bowl, which is kind of a thermos, but not.
It's adorable.
Yeah. So they sent us that. So we made 5 delicious fall-inspired recipes based on all the products they sent us to use. They were also very generous to give us a discount code for everybody.
Yay!
Yes. So if you want to order any of these products, we will link them down below. But if you want to order any of these products or any other of their products that they have on their site, we have a discount code where you can get 10% off your order on their website. Our discount code is 2marketgirls10. I'm sure we'll put it on the video here and have it in the description below. It's good until December 31st, so if you want that stuff, get it now. Also makes great holiday gifts, especially if you have someone that's going back to school, like a great holiday gift. Okay, so with the double-walled bowl, we made a pumpkin mac and cheese. Delicious.
With bacon.
Yeah, with bacon, cause duh. Something that I actually didn't mention about this bowl that I really like is it comes with its own spoon that attaches right to the bowl. It's so nice. So we made a pumpkin mac and cheese.
In the thermos, we made a classic chicken noodle soup.
So the next one is a tofu feta bagel sandwich in the MB square. So we utilized that. We needed to make a sandwich if we were getting this container, obviously. Packed in a lot of greens. It's a really nice light fall lunch. In the 2 original containers, the first one, we made a maple mustard kale salad, which guys, it's so good. We talk about how much we don't like salads, but this salad is an exception.
And the cute little
sauce containers.
Yeah.
And then finally, in the last MB original, we made a miso maple sweet potato couscous bowl. It's so good. And then we finished it off with some veggies and hummus, because why not?
All right, let's go. We've got a lot to get through here.
Let's
do it.
These recipes. To make your pumpkin mac and cheese, you're going to start off by bringing some water to a boil. Then we're going to add in some macaroni. Allow that to boil until al dente. While that's doing its thing, you're going to want to cook up 4 strips of vegan bacon. Once the macaroni has cooked to al dente, you want to strain the cooking liquid, and then we're going to throw in some pumpkin puree, vegan butter, soy milk, some vegan cheddar cheese shreds, and some spices. We added in nutmeg, ginger, mustard powder, garlic, and onion, and then we just stirred that until it's nice and melty. If your sauce isn't quite to the consistency that you want, if it's a little too thick, you can add some of that cooking liquid in or a little bit more milk. It's completely up to you. And then once you're done, you're going to chop up the vegan bacon you just cooked, add it to the pumpkin mac and cheese, and you're ready to take it for lunch with you or eat it right now. To make your vegan chicken noodle soup, we are first going to start off with a medium pot on medium heat. We're going to add in some coconut oil. Then we're going to add in some sliced carrots, some sliced celery, diced shallots, and minced garlic. We're going to toss that until it's all coated in oil and place the lid on it to cook for about 2 to 3 minutes until they just start to soften. Then we're going to add in some seasonings. So we're going to add in a little bit of turmeric, Italian seasoning, Old Bay seasoning, smoked paprika, and ground sage. Optionally, if you want it to taste even more chickeny, you can add in poultry seasoning, which in most cases is vegan. Just read the label to be sure. We're going to allow that to cook for another minute or so. We're going to add in some water along with bouillon paste and a couple bay leaves and just kind of let that stir and cook up for about 10 minutes with the lid on. Let it come back to a boil. Once we do that, we are going to remove those bay leaves and any other extra bigger seasonings that you don't want in there. You can just use a mini strainer for this. Then we're going to add in our uncooked macaroni as well as some vegan chicken and allow that to cook until the pasta is al dente. Then you pack it away for lunch for later that day, or you eat it right now. To make your apple feta bagel sandwich, we are first going to start off by making some tofu feta. To do that, we need a mini food processor, and to that we're just going to add some firm tofu, coconut oil, apple cider vinegar, onion powder, garlic powder, miso paste, fresh dill or dried dill if you don't have access to fresh dill, nutritional yeast, and a little bit of lemon juice. And then we're just going to blend that until it's nice and smooth and like a spreadable cream cheese. If it's a little too thick, just add a little bit more of a liquid, so apple cider vinegar or water just to thin it out, or some lemon juice. If it's a little too thin, you can just add in a little bit more tofu. Then we're going to toast up some bagels, spread that tofu feta cheese over the toasted bagel, and then on the other side of the bagel, we're going to spread on some fresh avocado. Then we're going to top it with some baby kale, cucumber slices, green apple slices, and close that up and finish your sandwich. Then for this one, because we're using the square bento box, we're actually going to put the bagel in the bottom half. The top half we're going to serve alongside some fresh apples, some pecans, and nut butter as a snack. To make your miso maple sweet potato bowl, we're using one of the original containers for this one. We're going to start off by making some couscous. So we need just a cup of couscous and cook that according to the package instructions. While that's cooking, you're going to throw in some diced sweet potato in your air fryer, or you can roast this in an oven if you'd like to. But you're just gonna throw it into your air fryer and cook it until it's nice, tender, and golden brown. It should be about 10 minutes. Then to a pan over medium heat, you're gonna add a little bit of coconut oil, add some button mushrooms, and cook that until they're nice and soft and golden brown. Then we're gonna add in some baby kale to that and cook it until it's just wilted. Then you're gonna add a little bit of salt to it just as it's finishing and remove it from the heat. To a small container, we're just going to combine our dressing ingredients. So that includes miso paste, maple syrup, soy sauce, olive oil, rice vinegar, and a pinch of black pepper and salt. You're gonna stir it with a fork until it's nice and combined. Then to a bowl, you wanna combine the pearl couscous you've cooked along with the sweet potatoes, the button mushroom mixture, along with the dressing, and just toss that until it's nice and coated. You're going to add that to the bottom layer of your original bento box, and then to the top, we're just adding some fresh veggies and roasted garlic hummus. And finally, to make your maple mustard kale salad, we are again using the MV Original for this one. We're going to start off by making the dressing for this. So we need a combination of Dijon mustard, some sort of spicy mustard, maple syrup, pinch of salt, pinch of garlic, a little bit of olive oil, and apple cider vinegar, and then you're just gonna mix that up until it's nice and smooth. Then to a bowl, we're going to combine some baby kale with half a juice worth of lemon, and then using your hand, you want to massage that lemon juice into the kale so that the kale is easier to digest and not as bad of a bite when you're eating it. It takes away the bitterness a little bit. Then you're going to add some chopped pecans, dried cranberries, some cubed apple, some sliced radishes, and just toss that until it's all combined. If you're eating this right now, you can drizzle on your dressing and serve, but if you're bringing this for lunch later, you want to add it to your container undressed, and then using one of the BENTO little dressing containers, fill that up with dressing. We actually filled 2 up with dressing just because we really like this dressing. So we filled 2 up, put that in the top part of the container along with some crackers and garlic hummus, and got that ready to take for lunch. That way, when you have the lunch, you can dress it right on the spot.
This is borderline mukbang material.
Yeah. Speaking of, we're gonna taste them all here so that you guys know our opinions on all of them. Obviously, we're gonna say they're delicious, but we're actually going to...
You don't know that. I could say some
That's fair.
mean stuff.
But also, we are going to do a mukbang with all this stuff.
For our
patrons
only.
But not just our patrons, our mukbangers.
TMG mukbangers.
Yes.
You lucky ducks.
All right. So let's taste this. I've been eating this all day, so I am fine. I know what this tastes like, but...
It's got the bacon, it's got the cheese, and it's got the little hint of pumpkin.
So good.
Yes.
Okay. Soup. We only have 1 spoon for this right now.
I kind of thought you were going to feed me, but that's cool.
Oh, that's so good. That's like the ultimate comfort food. Doing a noodle soup.
Especially like chicken noodle. When you're sick, it's the only cure.
Yeah.
Aha!
It's so good. You gotta get some chicken in there. You just ate noodles.
What's the broth? Oh.
It's good, right?
Oh, it's very chickeny. Even without eating the chicken, you know? Because
Yeah.
you did all the right seasoning. Okay.
All right. What do you want to eat next?
Well, I think the couscous next.
Okay.
Because I feel like we're going from warm to like medium
So then cold?
to like, yeah, the raw.
Yeah. I like
Yummy.
this one a lot.
Me too.
It's so good.
I think I would feel pretty healthy eating this much.
Yeah.
Oh, it's sweet potato.
All of these I would feel healthy. Maybe not the mac and cheese, but...
The mac and cheese is for Friday when you got to the end of the week.
Yes.
Like, treat myself. You know?
Yes. Salad.
Stabby stab.
Try and get a little bit of everything. It's hard to get a little bit of everything in a salad.
I'm getting mostly kale.
Yeah, me too.
I dropped something. The dressing is so key.
Yeah.
You know what I always say about salads? Dress to impress. No, it's not true. I don't really say much about salads.
Last but not least, bagel.
5 days of lunches in 5 minutes. You know what I'm talking about?
This is also, so this is something that I kind of used to eat before going vegan. That I would do like some sort of cheese and apple sandwich. It was so good. I love this one.
Oh, that's good.
So good.
A tofu feta? I'm into that.
Tofu feta makes a lot, but it's also great for breakfast.
Between the apple and the cucumber, so fresh. And then you get the really good flavor from the feta.
I love apple in sandwiches. It's like a game changer. What was your favorite?
What was my favorite? Oh, I don't like this game at all.
They were all actually really good. There's not like one necessarily clear winner.
No. I'm trying to think which one
You would eat
I will
most
make.
often, or you would make.
I feel like the couscous one, it might be the easiest to meal prep that I will feel good about. Like, you can meal prep mac and cheese. We all know you can meal prep mac and cheese.
But you might not feel good about it.
Yeah, I might think I shouldn't be eating this much mac and cheese. But the couscous, I could work with that, you know?
Yeah. Also, so you know, all of these ones, everything other than the thermos is microwavable. It's microwavable, I think, up to 3 minutes. I think that's what it said in the instructions. So you can microwave anything if you want to reheat anything. So, like, if you want to bring something, like, if you want to bring the couscous bowl, it tastes good cold, but it also tastes good warm. If you want to heat it up, you can do that.
Important.
Yeah. So, but for the thermos, if you're bringing something in the thermos, I assume if you're using a thermos, you know this already, but make sure you heat it up before you leave the house in another container. So, like, you can prep the soup ahead of time and then take it out in batches, heat it in the microwave or on the stove in the morning, and then put it into your thermos. So, remember, if you want to purchase any of these, you can do so on their website. We have our discount code we have our discount code mentioned below, as well as right here.
Tomorrow Girls 10. 10 out of 10. Would recommend.
That's only good until December 31st, so if you want to use it, make sure you use it before then. We also may be doing something with them in December.
Maybe. Oh.
Maybe.
So, huh?
You might have to watch our Instagram for that, though, so keep an eye.
Follow at 2 Market Girls on the Insta.
I think if you followed us last year, you should know what it is.
All the recipes will be linked in the description box below. Give them a try. Also in the description box is a link to our podcast. It's called TMG Unfiltered, and that's exactly what it is. It's unfiltered. We talk about veganism. We talk about how we make our recipes, how we run our blog. We talk about trending news topics. It's a fun time.
Very fun.
Go check it out. We also have a Patreon account, which is a community that helps fund the work that we do, and in exchange, we give them some perks. Like if you were a early bird, you got these recipes yesterday. If you're a mukbanger, you got the mukbang, featuring all this.
And us just talking about random stuff.
Lot. Yeah. It's more unfiltered than our podcast, I think.
Actually. I think so too, yeah.
Okay, so go check that out, and check out our merch too. We've got merch below.
Right.
Check it out. We're not wearing it.
No, I was going to put it on. I totally forgot. Oh well.
Okay.
We're not wearing it, but it's great Christmas gifts or holiday gifts or whatever.
Truly. Or just like any day gift to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I got a question for the comments.
Yes.
It's about lunch.
Okay, that's a good theme.
What time of day, actually, at what point in your day is the optimal time to have lunch?
Oh, what an interesting question.
Isn't it?
So random. What's your time?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
It usually ends up being like 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
But then I feel like that's too late.
Really? Why?
Because it gets around to be 2 o'clock, and then I have like 2.5 hours left of my day, and I'm like, I need it a little bit earlier, because then I barely have time for a coffee break.
Oh.
It just messes everything up.
See, I don't take coffee breaks, but that's also why I eat late, because I like having less working time later in the day. That's because I do more work in the morning. I'm just more productive in the morning, generally. I tend to, and I don't tend to get hungry at noon. Like, as hungry enough to eat. Usually I start getting hungry around like 12:30, 1-ish. Right. And that's when I eat.
So let's talk about what time of day you eat. It could be like, if you don't start work till 10, maybe you don't eat till 2. That makes sense. But like, how much time has passed in your work before?
Hutch eats at 3.
That's extreme.
That's why he comes home and he's never freaking hungry.
I don't think we need to be that extreme.
He starts work at 10 though.
But let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about lunch timing.
That's a good question.
Thank you.
Good job.
I did something.
Yeah.
Okay, but we should go. We got some food to mukbang. Sounds so wrong. Okay. And I really want to sit down.
Let's go mukbang.
Oh, together.
Well, I mean, we always do it together. So we're filming this the week after Thanksgiving. I've been using them, so like 1 week or 1 day this week, I had the bottom layer was just all stuffing.
Amazing.
I had a bread salad.
That is a mood.
Yeah.
I am here for a bread salad.